Hi guys, welcome back. I am now getting around to doing a video about the Briggs opposed twin carburetors and how I modified mine to work. Now, I've had a dozen emails, I've had numerous people ask me, how did you do this, how did you do that, and I'm finally getting around to making a video about it. So, where should we start here? First off, what I did is I got rid of the factory fuel pump. The biggest reason for that is right here is where your normal feed, your vacuum feed, would come in. Now, if you were to break the seal on this, gas would actually pour from here down into your block, get into your oil, and within a matter of seconds, engine's gone. Lock it up. So, what I did is I drilled out my intake, and this is actually my pulse feed tube that feeds the fuel pump. Now, to do this, I don't know the exact measurements. I mean, this is a 1/4 inch nipple. You can go by the thread size on that to tap it. But what I did, excuse me, is I drilled this out, and there's actually a little right here. You can see I got a little set screw. There's a hole that goes straight through here, and this is where the fuel originally went into the bowl. Now what I did is I drilled this out until I hit that hole, and then I tapped this on a 1/4 inch, what's that, a pipe thread, and I got just a barbed 1/4 inch nipple put on there and got some thread sealer. And then I don't know the exact size of that, but I tapped that, got a set screw, and then put a good sealer on that set screw. Now, you don't want to tap that all the way through, because if you get too far in, you're actually going to block that. So you just want to tap it in just far enough to where you can get that to sit about flush, or just sitting in a little ways. You don't have to go very far with it. Another thing I did, went to eccarburetors.com, and I bought a main idle jet adjustment. They don't just sell the whole kit. What you'll probably have to do is call them, and you'll have to go through and order the needle, the spring, the seals. All that has to be ordered separate. So they kind of assemble like a kit for you. And then I just took it to work, or you can take it somewhere and have your drain plug drilled dead center, and then tap it out for your main idle adjustment there. Another thing I did, I drilled the top of the carburetor. This is the to vent the carb, because what I did up here, which as you can see, these are really good filters. The problem is you're going to have to run the pre-filter, and this is the reason why. Look at all this dirt that was getting into the carburetor. So it's always best to run a pre-filter. So what I did is I just took a air cleaner adapter that usually goes on the Briggs Raptor flatheads, and I milled the bottom of it off, and then I drilled the holes and got some Phillips that fit down into that. I did have to modify the throat, open the throat up a little bit to fit the carb. I got rid of the choke, and then I just tapped these and put some set screws, Phillips set screws. I believe that one's in there. Where'd that one go? Yeah, it's in there. That one's just in there a lot further than this one. I'm thinking this one looked like it was backing out on me. But yeah, I just put set screws in those, tighten them down, that way you don't get dirt and crap, which, dang it. Other than that, the carburetor's for the most part stock. I didn't really bore it out, I just left it stock. This is the 3-screw carb. 1, 2, 3. I went with an aftermarket fuel pump. Make sure you get your pulse as close to the fuel pump as you can. I had this actually sitting up here just above the carburetor, bolted to the shroud, and I was running out of fuel just because my pulse pickup was just too long. So, but I'm pretty sure that's about all I've done. I drilled that, tapped that, put a set screw in there, modified the choke, and I'm going to have to get a pre-filter to put around this. Obviously I was getting dirt down into the engine, which this engine I'm not going to run this year. I'm actually still building up my pressure lube, but this got the low idle jet screw on the bottom. I got the main jet screw on the side. Get a good look at that. I got a funky way of the throttle. Got a nice little wrench down there, kind of redneck style, but hey, it works, right? But this should complete this video. If you guys have any questions, you guys can shoot me an email at hollandgrassracing@gmail.com, or you can check out our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/hollandgrassracing. So if you guys have any questions, shoot me a question. I'll try my best to answer it as quickly as possible. So this is the video. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching.